I've been shooting photography for most of my life, but for the longest time I had a real issue shooting something I was genuinely proud of. Here, you know what? Let me show you what I mean. Whoa, look, a traffic cone. It's so cool.
Thank
What
you.
the hell? Anyone can sit here and hold down the shutter and get 10,000 of the same photo, only separated by 1/1600th of a second. That's boring. I'm bored. There's nothing special here.
Oh,
For the longest time, I thought I couldn't shoot anything good. Maybe I just suck. That was my general consensus on photography for the longest time. That was until I was 13 years old and I went to camp and I spent the entire summer inside of a dark room. I fell in love with film photography, the whole process of it. It's kind of like a puzzle or a challenge or something. You have 36 shots to take a photo that will survive the long development process. I fell in love with developing the darkroom, the smell of the chemicals, the way the photos just made me feel. I finally shot photos I was proud of. It just felt like these photos had a soul. They were more alive than their digital counterparts. That's something you'll hear a lot of when talking to film photographers, falling in love with that feeling. Here's kinda how it was described to me. Digital photos are a very objective look at the world. I shoot on a Sony a7 IV. I have a full 33 megapixel sensor to play around with. It's extremely lifelike, almost perfect in a way. There's very little room for interpretation when you capture things exactly as they are. Film photos give a more subjective look at the world. My Nikon N2000 was made in 1985. It's filled with grain, halation, light leaks, and inconsistent color based on what type of stock you use. However, each photo sort of comes out as this imperfect memory, as if the soul of the moment is just captured inside. It's kind of difficult to describe. It just perfectly captures the feeling of the moment. Shooting film has become almost this therapeutic process for me. It's just me alone with my camera, and I couldn't think of a better way to spend the afternoon. I need to focus on each shot, making sure it's perfect. I only have one attempt, because once that shutter clicks, it's over. You have no idea if it's good or not. You just need to keep moving forward. Developing is easily become my favorite part of the whole process. I turn into this 8-year-old on Christmas. I always start developing once I have 2 available rolls, and that could take weeks. All memories of whatever are on these rolls is completely gone. Film photography has really helped me appreciate the imperfections in life. As a creative person, it was difficult at first to let go to the dice roll of film development. Will your photos turn out? Maybe. Will they look exactly the way that you want them to? Definitely not. They will turn out imperfect, with grain and halation and probably overexposed. But at the same time, they'll turn out exactly the way they were supposed to. I love the idea that this same philosophy applies to me, as cheesy as that may sound. Will the goals I set for myself today still apply 10 years from now? Maybe. Will my life go exactly as planned? Definitely not. It will turn out imperfect, with conflict, bumps in the road, and probably a lot of sleepless nights. But at the same time, it's my life, and it will turn out exactly as it's supposed to. I've noticed almost a renaissance in film photography recently. People my age who weren't even alive during its dominant years are picking up cameras and shooting rolls, and really, there's no better time to start. Fuji just announced it's starting back production of their film stocks. Kodak and Pentax are releasing new film cameras. It is a perfect time to start shooting film. film is really hard to replicate digitally. I try to replicate that feeling in these videos by using vintage lenses and spending hours and hours using Final Cut plugins, but I will never be able to fully replicate the feeling of shooting on film. I mean, the signs are pretty clear. If I want to shoot a video with the same dreamy-like effect as 35mm photography, I guess it's time to start trying Super 8. So, subscribe. That project is already in the works. See you next time. Wait, hold on. Before you head out, excuse me. Before you head out, just a little behind the scenes moment. This is too funny to not put in the video. While shooting, I majorly screwed up the shutter in the middle of shooting. So that's the reason this video took a lot longer to get out. Yeah. I bought a new one. It's on its way. It'll be here on Saturday. Okay, now you can leave. Bye. Get out of here. Go. Bye. Subscribe. I love you. I love you. Bye.